What is happening, friends? My name is Mike. This channel is Health and Wealth. Thank you for joining me today on the Sunday edition. We're talking about the wheel. We are wheeling and dealing over here. We are buying ETFs to future propel ourselves to retirement as soon as humanly possible. This is my strategy. It may not be your strategy. Actually, I'm really curious about what your strategy is. If you can let me know what it is below. But for me, I'm taking the distributions from each one of the funds and I'm propelling them into the next fund, or to the fund that I would like to build up to get me inching closer every single month, closer to that end goal, which is retiring before I really, physically should retire. And I think that's an achievable goal. It's a goal that's in my mind, it's a goal that I think about all the time. And I know that you most likely are a like-minded person too. Now, retirement looks a lot different for everybody out there. For me, I don't know. What does it look like? Here's the one image in my head. It is traveling away from the winter, and going somewhere hot for a few months a year. And I mean, that is absolutely doable because most of those countries are way more affordable than what I'm doing right now. Another part of that dream is paying off my mortgage as quick as possible too, right? So these funds are going to end up helping me do that. And how am I doing this? Well, I already have a lot of the funds built up almost to where I want to get them, but I'm getting paid distributions well, it seems like every week from these funds. And so I'm taking that money and I'm building up other positions. Okay. So this video today, we're talking about the wheel, the deal. We're talking about previous performance. We're talking about what the performance is right now. So if you enjoy this type of content, I hope you hit the subscribe. If you're already a subscriber, thank you so much for being here. We're at 8,800. I have 1,200 to go to get to 10,000. I need your help if you're new here. Thank you very much for tapping. It's over here, that button right there. Thank you. All right, so let's. I'm gonna load my screen up here. I've got a few screens to go over with you. Today's video is predominantly about Group C's distribution that just came out this past week. If you want to know more about their distributions, I did create a video on that. And just go through my library. It's green. It says Group C, really big writing. You can take a look at that. All right. So first one's first that I'm looking at here is Coney. This is a play off Coinbase, which is a stock out there that deals with cryptocurrencies. They house, I mean, this is the dumbest down version I've ever done in my life. They house cryptocurrencies. You can buy cryptocurrencies within Coinbase. All right. And so this is the last 5 days for Coinbase. You can see it was a bit of a rough week there. And I mean, if we go even back further here, it's been a rough since July 31st till now, down 15% in share price. Coney is kind of the same deal, right? So Coney, since that July 31st, is down 19% in share price. So they're definitely following each other. But the difference is that Coney is paying out a distribution every single 4 weeks. Now, this past payment was the lowest payment I've seen Coney put out, 34 cents in distribution per share. For me, that's not necessarily going to be paying the bills. I did make a big change in my portfolio about 2 months ago now, maybe 3 months ago. I was dripping Coney, and I said I was going to drip it for 5 years. I stopped that whenever the performance of the ETF's share price started dipping. So now what I'm doing is I am continually wheeling the distributions into other things. So I'm going to be taking that distribution. What was it again? 34 cents times all the shares that I have, and I'm going to be putting it into ULTY, ULTY, wheeling that. Now ULTY is going to take that and it's going to build over time. But yeah, I think it's a good play for me. I'm not selling Coney because it's still paying me money every single month. And I want to talk more about that once I get to this tab right up top here. Let's take a look at HOOY. This is the other one that I got paid for from Group C. HOOY is a play when it comes to Robinhood, and this is the Yield Max version, HOOY. And so you can see the last 5 days down 7%. Now, just so we're on the same page, Robinhood down 3%. But the reason that HOOY is down a lot more is because we did have an X distribution date, which would be on Thursday. Oh, interesting. I mean, that's when the market kind of went up a little bit on the Friday there. Interesting. But yeah, oh, there it is. Never mind. So Wednesday night, 8 p.m. to Thursday. So there's that dip, 7% drop, right? From Hui. And so that had a lot to do with this number right here. If that X distribution day didn't happen, then that dip wouldn't have happened, and it would be very similar to this share price on Robinhood. Just to put that in perspective for you. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to open up this one right now. I want to go over each of those two positions. I also want to talk about ULTY just a little bit. You can kind of see a sneak peek of it up in the top right there. But you know what? Can I go this way? Oh, I don't know if I want to go that way. All right, so Coney, I've had it for 12 months now, a full year of having Coney. My total initial investment, all the money that I put in from my personal funds is 2,960. Now, it was dripping for 10 months and it ended up buying actually $4,054 total worth of shares in Coney. Okay, so that's my new number now. 4,054 is my book value on Coney. So that's my goal. I want to make back $4,054. And so, like I said, I have 295 shares of this. I'm not buying any more Coney because, quite frankly, I'm not super pleased with its performance. It's paying me distributions, but I don't really like the share price where it's at, and if you look at the chart, it just keeps going down, and I'm not really interested in feeding that beast anymore, if that makes sense. But I'm still getting the distributions every single month, which is great. I'll take that. So my total distributions received so far is $2,037 in Canadian, but in US 1472. That's the number that really matters here because I am taking that from the 4,054. So again, I'm trying to get back to 4,054 to at least get even on this opportunity. One thing I'm not calculating is that I'm taking the distributions for last month, this month, and I'm buying Alti with those. So that also is going to be contributing to the book value of this, if that makes sense, right? But I'm not going to be calculating that. So, an example this month with the Coney distribution, I'm going to buy Alti with it on Monday. That's going to pay me like $2.50 a week, right? So about $10 a month, about $10. Did I say about or a boot? Sorry about that. About $10 a month, right? So I'm not calculating that, but I'm only going to calculate the Coney distribution in terms of the book value. I want to know how long is it going to take me. If we keep getting distributions of 35 cents, roughly, it's going to take me a couple of years to get there, but I will get there. Okay. Down below is the total distribution paid by Coney so far, which is $28.35. Pretty impressive stuff. Coney here has been around for since August 18th. There you go. 2 years it's been around. Started at $20. It was $20. It went down right away, I guess, 1842. So if you're an initial investor of Coney, you've been paid back plus an additional $10 in share price, or not in share price, $10 in distributions, right? So you're probably a very happy camper. For me, I'm late to the game. I got into Coney, just a year ago, so it's been out for 2 years. Its average payment is slowly going down here. 24 payments so far. $1.18 is its average payment, and then down below, actually, I'll just highlight these for you. You can see total distributions in 2023 was $4.79, right? September, October, November, December, 4 months, or 3 months. I guess it started in October. 12 months here in 2024, paying out $17.60. And so far in 2025, it's paid out $5.97. So pretty good distributions, that's for sure. I mean, if you take this thing and you zoom out, right, to 2 years from now, I should have this full 4,054 paid back. Plus, all that money is gone somewhere else that is also making me money. So 2 years from now, we should be there. Now, this is not advice. This is entertainment. I hope you're entertained and slightly educated. Don't do what I'm doing. It's highly risky, and you should do your own research before you make any decisions when it comes to the stock market. Um, Plays like this are extremely volatile and risky. All right, next play for me is HOOY. Now, I just recently got into HOOY a few months ago. Give me 1 second here. I got to find my bar. There it is. And I've been really, really happy with HOOY so far. Now, I didn't make a huge purchase on HOOY. I only had $1,000 kicking around, and so I made a purchase of 16 shares for 1,093. Now, I'm pumping the brakes. I'm not buying any more shares of HOOY, even though it's been so darn good since it came out. That's it. That's my budget. I'm not buying any more of HOOY, and my goal here is to get that 1,093 back, and then every single month after that is profit for me. So here's the numbers, right? Here's the shakedown. I've actually had it now for 3 months. This is totally wrong. Let me just add that. There we go. So total distributions in Canadian is 202. If we convert that to US with today's dollar conversion, it's $146 so far, which means that I am 13% recaptured on the money that I've inputted into HOOY. In just 3 months, 13%. That's pretty good. Um, One of the things when I was putting this together was, oh, the share price is down. You could see over here, share price is down since I bought it, right? And in my head, I actually said, I don't care that the share price is down. And now that's a silly thought, right? We shouldn't think that way, right? But why don't I care? Well, it's because I have a long-term goal. My goal is just to get income distributions from this. Of course, I want my share price to stay the same, and barely dip and, potentially go up. Of course, I want that. But in my mind, I was like, well, I'm still getting, 16 shares times. Well, let's go down here. You can see the last distribution was $3.85, right? Good income coming in from this fund so far. Let's go through some of the numbers so far since it's come out. In 4 payments, paid $20.54. Its average distribution divided by the four here is $5.13, which is phenomenal. Now you can see this month it was a little higher than its lowest month, and then the previous 2 months were way higher. Now for me, I thought it was going to be around $6 because they had an incredible synthetic, but who knows? Maybe that'll happen next month. I don't know. Maybe. So for me, I am down $49 in share price, but in total, like 16 shares divided by the price multiplied by your uncle's sister, I'm down 49.44. And but I am up still, right, because of the distributions, $146 coming my way. So what I'm doing is I'm wheeling and dealing. I'm taking these shares and I'm going to be buying ULTY tomorrow morning. Well, we'll see if I can buy ULTY tomorrow morning. I'm going out into the depths of the world. We're going camping. Hopefully we have cell signal. But I'm giving you a sneak peek on my screen here, actually. Oh, no, I'm not. Well, that's good. So I actually made a huge purchase this week of ULTY. And then, this is going to buy me, if you take the Coney distribution, the HOOY distribution, that should buy me about 25 shares of ULTY on Monday. And so if we take that 25 shares, divided by its recent average distribution, which has been 10 cents for the last 6 weeks, 8 cents on the low, 11 cents on the high. Let's go with 10 just for fun, right? Fun and entertainment. That should buy me about $2.50 extra worth of distribution every single week, or $10 a month, just from Coney and HOOY. Something to do, right? And so that's building up my portfolio as we go. I think that's really, I don't know, it's exciting to me to watch my portfolio grow over time. Speaking of growth, I want to take a look at my passive here. I want to share my numbers with you. All of these are in Canadian, so take off like I don't know, a couple bucks for the US cost here, but here's all my distributions so far, and this is what I'm wheeling. I'm wheeling NVDY into ULTY, I'm wheeling MSTY into ULTY, Coney into ULTY, and HOOY into ULTY, right? So 4 of them going into ULTY till I get to a certain target. Pay attention to those ULTY videos where I share the target with you. But NVDY, $8,111 has paid me so far. Thank you very much. MSTY, $6,180 so far. There's Tesla still hanging around. It was my third highest payer ever, 37.03. Coney's catching up here, 2,037 Canadian. And all of this is after tax, by the way. Then I got HOOY down here, 203 Canadian so far. 3 months, right? And then ULTY down here, $169 Canadian so far, and I've only had that for 6 weeks now, which is good, and I keep adding more to it. My dividend income since when do I have this one? April 1st, 2023 is $21,257. You cannot see that. There it is right there. There we go. So it's good. Yeah, everything's been working out well. And I do want to go to change up the calendar here. Let's go from 2025 January till now. Okay, and apply that. Let's see what happens here. Just to take a look at the bar graph. I know for me, I find the bar graph to be really impressive. Did that do that? It did it. Did it do it? Yeah, it did. Check out this bar graph here over the year. You can see since January 1st, you can see kind of a little bit of progression. January, February were good months for distributions. March, April were terrible. May was my best month ever, 1790 or 1786. June, not so good. July, really, really good, 1500. And so far this month, and we still have, for me, 2 distributions to come out. So 1332. So far, I have MSTY to come out at the end of this next week coming up here, plus ULTY in there. Will I get to above 1700? Tough to say. I have over 400 shares of MSTY. Is it going to pay me $1? I don't know, you guys. I don't know if it will. But I think it'll be very close to my all-time high of 1786. Let me know your comments, your feedback down below. But I also have one other thing I want to share with you that is building my portfolio. It's this right here. Every single paycheck, I'm buying Bitcoin and putting it into, savings, if you will, right? This is something that I'm buying forever, holding forever, until I get to that retirement stage of life, and then we're going to decide what to do with that. But it's not a massive purchase every pay. It's a very small purchase, but the accumulation over time hopefully will build that up over the next 5 to 10 years to an amount that will affect my life in a positive manner. Are you buying Bitcoin? Let me know in the comments below. And again, I hope you hit the like, the subscribe. If you enjoyed this content, I can't wait to see you. I have another video coming out tomorrow. It was pre-recorded yesterday, but I'm going camping, you guys. So hit the like and, yeah, let me know you liked the video. My name is Mike. This channel is Health and Wealth. Have a great day. Bye for now.